my voice crack. Well, that's pretty interesting. So if you're coming back from the first part, you can see that we are drawing Santa Claus. And so far we have his beard, hat, like basically his head is finished. Now, what I'm going to do is start blending together the colors on his face and try to make it look more natural while I wait for more people to join. So when we get around 30 people, I will go and start on his coat. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, I'm good. It's a very nice December, not quite evening, almost evening. Actually, no, I don't think it is. I'm going to add a bit of pink on his nose and his cheeks to make them a bit more rosy. Hey, Darlene. I have been... Oh, thank you very much. I think it looks pretty cool as well. Now all I need to do is get rid of these weird dark spots. Not sure why there's so many of them. But yeah. Just gotta blend in his cheeks. That already looks a lot better. Now we have 20 people on, just a few more. Now I'm also going to color in his glasses a little bit so they don't look so, I don't know, blotchy. All right, I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, we have enough people for me to start on the coat now. So glad I finally caught the live. So glad I finally caught the live again. What a beautifully done Santa. Thank you very much. Oh, Hans says hello as well. Hi, Zenobia. Say hi to Hans. I am... Oh, yeah, thank you very much for the butter tarts. Those were really good. All right, so I'm going to start on the jacket. Now, these are the colors. I'm just going to take out... well, that gray stays. These are the colors I'm going to be using for the jacket. Oh, is this up for auction? As of right now, it is not. But it might be. Soon. I'll let you guys know. I hope everyone is having a good day today. I know I am. I woke up early, which is not normal for me, and I did a lot of drawing. I'm actually pretty excited that I finally get to start working on this guy again. Alright, so now that we definitely have enough people on, I'm going to start on the jacket and on the top of the hat. I guess I'll start at the top of the hat. And now what I'm going to do is add my darkest red. I know it was buffering, it's super annoying. Hopefully it won't do that too much during this live. I did actually reset the box, so it did make terrible Wi-Fi. That's all right though. Hopefully we'll be able to fix that for the future live feeds. And I think I might do one tomorrow as well, because I have a painting that I'd like to share with you guys. Maybe you guys would like to see the process. So right now what I'm doing is just adding the shadow in with my darkest red. I rarely use black for shadows because it doesn't look natural. It looks kind of spooky. It looks way more natural if you just use a darker version of the color that you're using. So yeah, quick little art tip, I guess. Now I'm going to add my second darkest. There is not much I can do about the buffering. Oh, we're back. All right. So I'm going again. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Feel free to say if you can in the chat, but I don't think you can. Reboot the router has... Oh no, it hasn't made anything worse. I've actually done it before. You can hear me? Okay, that's good. I would. I'm a great epic voice crack, and I got a problem with that. I'm not a huge fan. In the lightest parts, I'm going to... Oh. I can't hear you when you buffer, but you have been coming back in a few moments. Oh. Well, hopefully I come back for you guys to hear me, because I don't want to have to end this live feed. And if any TV, I can hear you but won't play. Oh yeah, it's a awesome Wi-Fi. Yeesh. Oh, I broke my pastel. All right, can you guys hear me? Are you able to hear me? I'm going to give it like 20 seconds, and then I'm going to move upstairs. Hopefully that will make a difference. You can hear me. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm not sure why, but I think a lot for me. But I'm glad that you guys can hear me. Oh, hey, Matthew. Glad you can make the live. You hardly ever miss them. What I'm doing is just filling this part of his hat in with the red. Like so. I think that looks pretty cool. Today recently, not today, I learned this really cool recipe where you basically just put taco seasoning in like ground turkey meat, and then you cook it in hamburgers like that. And it's really, really good. Whoops. Maybe I could do like a easy baking section of my channel or something. Probably not though. It's not really my style. I'm going to just add some more shadows, especially by his head, like so. Yeah, for some reason it says it's buffering quite a lot for me. Hey, Matthew. There we go. Have I reconnected for you guys? There we go. I think I have. That is the most annoying thing. I don't know why it keeps cutting out like that. Well, even if it isn't cutting out for you guys, it's cutting out for me. The whole screen is going black. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but maybe someone's on the internet or something. Yeah, whenever we have a live feed, no one can play like a game or do anything on the internet because it completely crashes the live feed. I add a tiny bit more shadow on the head on the left side. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not done. I'm just touching up some things before I move on. So what I'm doing right now, actually, what I can do to add a bit of a highlight, I brought my knife this time. So I can actually scrape in little patches. Like so. And I think that looks pretty cool. Now all I have to do is just scratch off this extra red. I don't want that on the hat. Then I can add my white without worrying too much about it having that pink spot. Like that. All of my art goes downhill at some point. Hopefully it doesn't go super far downhill in this live feed, but eventually I'll be able to recover it. It just takes a while, and it's super frustrating. All right, so now that we have our hat basically done, besides the top, we can start moving on to this part of his jacket. So we already have his collar done. His collar is also white, but I made it a lot bluer. I made it a darker blue so you can tell the difference between his beard and his collar. I'm just going to do a little bit more shading of blue around the edges just to emphasize that it is not connected to his beard. It's not just some wonky shaped beard. Thank you very much, Hans. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is start adding blue down here. And I push kind of hard just at the bottom so you can see that there's actually a color difference. And it's not just the same color as the beard. I think I was just rambling on about that a minute ago. Whatever. You get to hear me talk about it again. Yeah, so basically I'm pushing kind of hard just so it's like a solid color between the beard and the collar. Let's see. You should draw hands with this wig on. Oh, I saw that picture. It was really funny. I liked it a lot. I think my dad is making t-shirts with it. So that's pretty funny. I'm going to now press kind of hard. Just make patches of white. Like this. Just... Oh, and I take the pastel off before making another patch, just in case you guys can't see if I'm covering it with my hand. Alright, so you can tell that this is in fact his collar and not part of his beard, so we can probably move on as soon as I add a little bit more highlights. Let's see. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up moment. The dreaded cloud with a cross through it. Hopefully, there we go. Unable to connect at this moment is what it says, and then it immediately connects me. Ugh, whatever. It's fine. It's just a little frustrating. I will figure it out before I make another live feed, that's for sure. It was fine at the beginning. The beginning of the first live feed was fine, like, I had no problems at all. It was just at the end where it started to buffer a lot. I was scraping with a knife. Some people use screwdrivers and things like that. I chose a knife because it's just basically what I had with me at the time. Or the time where I was going to start filming, and I was like, oh shoot, I should get something to scratch it. Just a little bit of scratchy scratch. A little scratching. Now I'm going to add the highlights very hard. Press very hard again. Just so you can tell that it is a different color. I think that is looking pretty cool. I'm going to start moving on to his jacket, and I need to identify where it would be folding. So I'm going to draw with my pencil, just first of all where his shoulder is. This will probably come down like so, and it would fold around. Well, since this is his arm, it would come out like that and fold around here. I'm potentially selling this. It may be up for sale. I guess you'll see. But first we have to see if it turns out good or not. And I'm going to make this puff out a tiny bit on the edges to emphasize that it is creased just a little bit and shade in the middle where the crease is. Now what I'm going to do is come back with my knife and scrape away the extra oil pastel that I do not need. Like so. Oh, thank you very much, Michelle. That is very kind. I am going to use that to save for a new wood burner set. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. You guys are the best. All right, now what I'm going to do is take my dark red and put a crease, or put a long red streak where the crease would be. So there's a big crease right here, and this is where his arm is. So there's going to be one around here as well. So I can just color this in like so. And another voice crack. Always charming. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to, basically wherever there's a shadow, I'm going to put this dark red. And it took me a while to try to understand how to make creased fabric look good with excuse me, with oil pastels. And to tell you the truth, there is no real way for me that I can understand. A lot of people are really good at making like fabric and stuff out of oil pastel. I'm just, not. But that's okay. I like my style. And hopefully I can figure out what I'm doing sooner or later. Oh, thank you very much, Brian. Towards a new wood burner. I really do appreciate that. You guys are really generous. Thank you very much. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So there was a class that I was doing. I passed it now and I moved on with the semester, but I did this really cool class. It was film studies, and we actually basically got to watch movies almost every day, and all we had to do was write a little paper about it at the end. And I learned that my favorite movie now is probably Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because it had like really good character development in it. And if you guys haven't seen it, I would highly recommend that you do. But yeah, probably my favorite Spider-Man movie for sure. And it was super artsy as well. All right. So now that I have these basic colors down, I can come in with my now broken red pastels. It's going good, Joe. Yeah, film studies class was always, or will always be, probably one of my favorite classes. Except, there was, whenever a sensitive topic came up, instead of like just saying, oh, it's gonna be sensitive to some people, like people got like really freaked out and it wasn't even that bad. But besides that, it was really fun and I liked it. Um, so now basically what you can see is I'm filling in his jacket with the brightest color that I have anywhere that there is a highlight. And I'm leaving some of it white so I can go in with like a pink and maybe some experimental colors and see how that looks. Kind of like what I did here. I added a bit of yellow and a bit of brown. So I think I might do that here. I'm going to add yellow right where there's a crease. So it goes dark here, but it would be lightest. Right, but whoops. Well, I broke this one too. I definitely have a problem. Yes, this Santa won't be cold. Santa cannot be without his big puffy jacket. I almost said sweater, but that's not right. I'm just going to add a little bit more shadows. Like so. And fill in this spot. Just making it look a little bit more realistic-ish. I think it looks kind of cartoony, but I like it. Looks like me when I put my Santa suit on. Well, I mean, you would make a very convincing cartoon Santa then. I think you might want to, or I think what I might want to do is fix his nose a bit because it is a little bit blotchy. And underneath it's a little bit too red. It looks like he's got a bloody nose. Maybe he got in a fight. Some of the elves that pulled a mutiny. The whole Santa's elf thing feels a little bit sketchy to me. Like, why does he have all of those elves working with no pay? Sounds like it might be a bit of slavery there, Santa. Oh, thank you very much, Serendipity. I hope this goes towards a new wood burner. Merry Christmas. Yes, you too. Thank you very much. I am. Thank you very much, guys. I am actually going to take that money to buy a new wood burner. I really do make. Oh, where did my words go? All right. I really do like making wood burning. It's probably one of my favorite mediums now. Um, Ever since that elephant picture, I'm actually gonna bring it over here if you haven't seen it already. Just gotta step over the phone cord. For some reason, when I do these live feeds, my phone dies really quick. I think all it takes is like an hour for it to go to 100 to 0. All right, so I'm going to put this gently on top. Yeah, this is my little robot elephant. So if you haven't seen it, it's on my YouTube videos. It's on my channel. So yeah, that's what basically got me super into wood burning. Before, let's see. Oh, I love that elephant. So well done. Thank you very much. It was a bit tedious to make, but it was lots of fun when it was done. I think the most rewarding part of art is when you're done. I personally have never enjoyed the process as much as I have just sharing it. Because the process is so tedious and it's annoying when you keep messing up. Or when I do anyway. I think that might be why I never really, well, I mean in person. On video, I can just edit it out if I make like a bunch of mistakes. They'll be like, wow, how'd you do that? And I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just talented. But really, I completely messed up and I basically restarted. But in person, I can't show anyone my art or my process, except in this case, apparently. Maybe I'm just a bit of a liar. But I try to not show the process as much because it gets super, super frustrating when you make a mistake because everyone is watching you and they're like, oh, you did something wrong there. It's a little bit annoying. Well, now that I've finished my rant about having people watch, I'm the one who invites them too. It's like my fault, so I can't ask them to leave because that would just be plain rude. Oh, a live feed that I made like a couple months ago. Actually, I think it was, yeah, it was like when this whole COVID thing was like not nearly as bad as it is now. I was at my grandma's house and I tried to do a live feed with pastels similar to this, except you had to push really hard to try to get anything from it. And the dogs would not stop barking. And I went down like 4 times and I was like, get outside, stop barking. And they stayed inside and kept barking. So much so that I had to end the live feed. And to top it all off, after that, it didn't delete all the way, so people were still watching the stream and were like, "What happened? Where'd you go? What's going on in the live feed?" And that was a little bit embarrassing, but I figured it out. All right, so this is what we have so far, and I think it turned out pretty cool. He looks a lot better with a coat and jacket instead of just being a decapitated head. Well, I guess he wouldn't really be decapitated. He'd just be a head. Alright, that's what I was going to do. I gotta fix his underneath his nose, make it less dark. Add a little bit of the skin tone. And already that is way better. Should I do a background? Or should I just clean it up? What do you guys think? Um, since I'm interested in movies and a talented artist, thank you very much. Book tip for Steven. Francois Toufat. I don't know how to say his name. All right, I'm gonna completely butcher his name, but I'll make sure to. Whoops. All right, hold on. I gotta go take care of that. Everything is tipping over behind me. Whoop, whoop. All right, I got it. I got like a bunch of shipping container rolls behind me so I can ship off my art, and I just had all of them tip over. Luckily, I caught all of them, except for my chair, which I managed to knock over while grabbing it. Now all I'm doing is just adding a soft highlight on his hat with this pink skin color. So just a little bit right here, in here, and here. Like so. Yeah, timber. That's not what was going through my head. I was thinking, oh, come on, again? This happens probably, I just managed to break. I managed to break the same pastel twice, and I wasn't even pushing that hard. Yeah, stuff falls over in my live feed almost every time. I think it would be almost a curse. Bad luck if it didn't. It's like a tradition at this point. I think we should start keeping a log of when stuff falls over. Like, there's probably a pattern to it. Alright, oh, and this glasses has a bit too thick of a bottom frame, so what I'm doing is adding some skin on top. Cool. Oh, put pine trees in the background. That's a cool idea. Christmas tree. Alright. I can try. I don't know if it's going to be good. I think what I'm going to do is do like an abstract green background with Christmas ornaments on top. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'll just start drawing Christmas ornament shaped circles. Or size, or whatever is fine. And put one here and one here. Just so I know where not to draw with the green. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was just dust. This is like an old sketchbook that I'm using to draw on. I think it came from like a pic of my dad's, and it had like a bunch of, oop, you can't even see where I'm drawing. It had a bunch of art supplies in it that I was lucky enough to get. Oh, I was going to start this live feed actually. I was going to try airbrushing. I guess I'll have to save that for a new one. Alright, what I'm going to do is just start with super dark at the bottom. I'll make it come up to here, medium, and then light. And I'll make it super patchy so it looks like it's Christmas tree. I think I'm going to fill this in, and then I'm going to put highlights on top. That feels like it's a better idea. Well, to me anyway. But in most cases when I think something's a good idea, it is not. So bear with me while we experiment with this then. Oh, highlights go in the dark and shadows go in the light. So only highlights will be on this and only shadows will be up here. Or what I'm adding anyway. That might be a bit confusing. You'll see. Just gotta fill this in. Like so. And I can't fill it in all the way because of the rings of the sketchbook. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just trim it with like scissors or something. If anyone wants to buy this, I think I might be able to find a way to do it. Oops. It tipped up. I just gotta tighten that. You probably didn't even see what I was working on. That's alright. Well, you see now. I'm going to go on to my second darkest. This color. And since it comes up to here, I'm going to have to actually start worrying about where not to draw. Where the ornaments are going. Whoops. In most of my live feeds, since the tripod is a bit finicky, I can't sit while I draw. So if you hear like the chair bouncing up and down, it's because it's leaning on my desk. Sounds like a tapping. Alright. Oh, I'm going to take a little bit of time to read the comments now. It looks like there's no telling where the homeowner may have purchased it. Clearly she left to travel. Oh, I think I'm missing some comments up here. I'm going to just scroll up all the way. I wondered if your dad has given you the tote of art supplies yet. I hope there's some great stuff in there. I think that's where this came from. It came from this lady's house. Her husband used to be an artist, I believe. No, I think that was from Serendipity. Oh, from Oh, okay. No, I didn't get anything yet. Ah, okay. No, I did not get that yet. I didn't even know something was sent. Oh, you have? Alright. I haven't, I'll figure it out in a bit. I'm a little bit confused. Whatever. Alright, so I'm just going to fill in with the brightest color up here. Yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. It looks kind of Christmassy. I probably should put an ornament down here. It'll just be a little bit difficult to get the colors to pop as much as I'd like them to. And the ornaments, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what colors I choose. Or you guys can choose what color ornaments I should make. Alright, while I do this, you guys can come up with 3 colors that you think would work in here that I can put on the Christmas tree. Three different colors for the ornaments. Oh, maybe 4. Is 4 too much? Probably. That's fine. And I don't have to be super clean about the circles because I'm just going to fill it in anyway. I just am not trying to color a whole lot there because I don't want it to blend. Don't want it to blend into the drawing. Alright, so here you can see it comes up to his shoulder. So from here will be the medium color. And I am going to step over this cord again. Try not to. Blue, green, gold, and silver. Those are some good colors. I think I like the color green, but I don't think it would. Oh, I think it might blend with the trees. I guess we'll see what you guys think. I'm not checking the comments right now, so I'm going to check them in a bit. So if there's any super eager questions, ask my mom. Maybe, nah, never mind. I'll just check. Let's see. Silver, gold, red, and blue. Those are good. Yellow, blue, and purple. Blue, green, gold, and silver. Blue, green, gold, and silver. All right. I like the colors. I like those combination of colors. I think I'll choose red, blue, gold, and silver. So, Yep. It's all right. There we go. It was doing so good for just a little bit, but went right back to buffering. That's all right. And I accidentally forgot to leave a spot for a ornament here, so I'm scraping off the excess pastel with this knife here, so it doesn't blend as much. I think I'll choose like a blue to go here because it is definitely going to blend, and green doesn't blend. Well, I mean, it isn't super obvious in blue. If I chose like silver or something there, it would be obvious that it's a bit green. I guess it would reflect the tree a bit, but that's okay. I want it to be kind of abstract anyway. Now what I'm going to do is, with my lightest color, make a circle. Well, oh, that's fine. I don't have a drawing under there. I thought I did. That's okay. Just got a bit on the page behind it. All I have to do is fill in this, and we can start working on the ornaments. Making shiny objects with oil pastel isn't actually as hard as I thought it was going to be. When I was first experimenting with it, since they layer pretty well, you can do like hard reflections with them, and it doesn't completely destroy the pastels. Oh, let's see. Made me wonder if it was kept in the way, or kept that way for a reason or a sad one. Wait, I need to reread that. Made me wonder if it was kept in that way for a happy reason or a sad one. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I probably will find out if I scroll a bit up, but I got a time limit, so I'm going to assume it probably doesn't have something to do with the Santa Claus. I'm just going to fill in this. All right. I I'm glad that I'm starting to get my views back on my videos so more of you can see it. For some reason it was there's an error that it said at the bottom of my YouTube studio page. It said error views not counted correctly or something. So I hope that you guys are still able to like get notifications and it isn't being all glitchy for you guys. Whoa. Oh no. Well, whatever, I'll fix it. Let's see. This is the right color, I believe. Oh, see, look, it made a shadow. That's not necessarily what I wanted. So I'm going to take the knife and just scratch it away. Oh, that worked surprisingly well. Like so. Awesome. All right. I got a notification tonight, but I didn't the last couple of lives. Yeah, it's been kind of weird. I actually noticed that a lot of this YouTubers that I follow, it's been unsubscribing me from their channels. So like the artist I follow, his name is like oh shoot. Jazza. That's his name. He's an Australian artist. And for some reason I was unsubscribed from his channel. So if that happens, see, this is the part where I ask you guys to subscribe. If that happened to you guys, just resubscribe if you want to. All right, I need to grab a new red because this isn't cutting it anymore. Lucky for me, I have a whole bunch of it over there. All right, so I'm going to go grab that. The lighting difference was astronomical. It looks like I just pointed the camera towards like a dark cave. Let's see. I think in this one it should have the same color of red. This is a smaller box that I'm using. I'm just going to grab the red out of it. Hopefully I don't break this one too. All of my oil pastels are mangled. Maybe that's why I have so many of them. Or I kept so many of them. Alright, so now I gotta get a little bit closer so I can sit down and actually press kind of hard and focus on where the pastel is going. Yep, that's the right color. So I don't make it look too tacky. Just fill this in with my red, and the green blending in with it is making kind of a purpley color. Maybe I can leave that as a shadow. But that is the first one done. I gotta move on to the one up here. Yeah, YouTube needs some quality control. I think the reason it's so buggy is because there's less people working at like the YouTube headquarters or something. I don't know. The people are working at home. Less people are working at the actual Google buildings. So it is buggy because there is, I don't know. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to justify buggy YouTube because I don't actually know why. Oh, thank you very much. This is so cool, so much talent. That's right, it is. It is. It's cool because you guys are here. If I didn't have you guys to make this video for, I probably would never have done this. You guys are the reason that I actually try like new mediums and stuff. Like before, I didn't even try new things. I just stuck with pencils. I made like these kind of weird looking dark mountain drawings. They weren't the best. But thanks to you guys, I am improving. All right, I'm going to move on to, I believe it was gold. So orange, kind of brown color, and yellow. These three colors should make a gold. Oh, I've got to go. My granddaughters are calling. Time to go. A virtual bedtime story. Oh, that's really sweet. I bet they'll really appreciate that. And I think, yeah, these colors should definitely work. So just fill in with this. The bottom will be where the shadow is, so I'm going to, well, actually, that's the darkest color. Whoops. Well, there's not much I can do about that now. If my voice is a bit louder than usual, it's because I'm right next to the camera and the microphone. You'd think I have this set up, well, where my microphone isn't attached, like where I have an actual camera and everything, but I don't. That's okay though. Gonna add some. No, my brand new yellow. Dang it. All right, just do some quick swirls on the side and at the bottom. Now I can come back with my strong gold color. I don't know, browny yellow. That's how I would describe gold, as a browny yellow. And of course I'm going to add white after as highlights. And maybe I'll put a gold one up here as well. This one is a little bit lopsided, so I'll just have to correct that with my pastel by making it wider. Just fill this all in. Except for that end part. For some reason I filled that in too. That should be green. I keep having it like slide off and hit the desk kind of hard, so I got a bit of a mess underneath to clean up after this. All right, so I'm just gonna fill this in, make it look a bit better. Like so, and now I can use connected. There we go. Oh, I think it gave everyone an ad when it did that. Did it give everyone an ad when it buffered? That's the worst. I didn't know it did that. Well, I guess that's an interesting way to keep people unalive. They just think it's an ad, but really it's just buffering. Oh, maybe it didn't. No ad for you? All right. Well, that's okay. I would definitely have skipped the ad as well. I'll just add some highlights on the Christmas ornaments really quick. And since I'm going for an abstract oil painting kind of look, I'm not going to do it super detailed. I just want it to look like they're shiny. No ad here? All right. So it gave some people an ad and some people it did not. I heard my mom upstairs, who's moderating the video, get an ad. That's why I asked. It's kind of funny. A little bit annoying. I think I don't want the same colors to be touching, but I also, you know what? I'm just going to fill that in. That's the darker one. Maybe I won't. I think I'll just make this one gold and the one above red. Even though they're touching, I don't really care too much. Well, not really touching, since there's the same two colors right next to each other. Right next to each other. My voice completely cut out there. That wasn't even a glitch or something. That was just my weird teenage voice. Huh. All right. So I think what I can do is start adding just some color around these ornaments and underneath, like a shadow, kind of like that. And fill in the white spots like so. Now all I really have to do is just touch up basically where it's super blotchy and weird looking. I gotta fix that. But basically, I am almost done. I don't know where I put the other oil pastel. Here it is. That's just gonna fill this in. Do not want to do that. Oh, you can hear my chair tapping against the thing again. I must be pushing really hard if I'm shaking the entire desk. All right, so I think we're basically done. All I have to do is just touch up some of this, add some highlights, and then I can log off. Oops. Add a highlight here, and one here for some reason, just because I can. And you know what? It is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was kind of nervous. I thought it might turn out not very good, but if I just reshape the Christmas ornaments, they're basically done. All right, so I'm going to finish this off by just adding some horizontal lines, because this is abstract, with my knife. Like that. Looks real to me. Well, thank you. I'm glad that it does. Now, observe as I completely destroy it. That's all right. Oh, you can hear the oven going off. That means food is coming soon. It's a good thing I am finishing up then. Oops, gotta scrape a bit there. Like so. And I'm just going to go halfway up. And if I make any mistakes, it's not the end of the world. I can just draw over it again. It's just annoying. And I think that is far enough up. So I'm going to take this off, out of the tripod, so I can pan over this and you can see the Santa that I've drawn better. And see, look, it's a bit dark there. That's not what I want. Hopefully this is the right color. All I have to do is just blend it back to its, well, back to where I want it to be. All right, so I think this is done. I'm just going to tear it out of the sketchbook really quick, and I'm going to have to set this down on the paper because I don't want you to see the effects. All right. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Is that better? It is. All right. So I'm going to stand on my chair here so I can give you a better view of the Santa that I've drawn. I think it turned out pretty cool, considering this is only my third time using these. First time you guys actually saw, if you didn't, it's in my videos. I did an oil pastel bird. Then right after that, I did a pastel bear. I'm mistaken, I did 4. Then I drew my face. Then I did this. That is cool. Whoops, I just hit my head on the roof. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I hope you guys liked it. And until next time. Oh wait, no, I'm not done yet. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe if you're not already. And until next time. Bye. Oh, there we go. Bye.